Hello, this is Mountain Limited, back for another history video. This is part two on the list of American Civil War generals. Previously, we've done D, with our last being John Dunavant. Next, we're going into the life of Jubal Anderson Early. Born the 3rd of November, 1816. Recording, but thanks for knowing. He died on the 2nd of March, 1894. He fought the Seminole Wars, or the Florida Wars, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the First Battle of Bull Run, or First Manassas, the Battle of Williamsburg, or Fort Magruder, the Battle of Malvern Hill, or Poindexter's Farm, the North Third of Virginia, or Second Bull Run, or Second Manassas campaign, the Battle of Antietam, or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, Gettysburg campaign, Grant's Overland and Companion campaign, or the Wilderness campaign, the Valley campaign of 1864, and the Battle of Winnsboro. He was a member of the Virginia House of Delegates. His nicknames were Old Jube, Old Jubilee, and Bad Old Man. Above his image is his grave. Below the information is his honorary drive. To the right of that is his plaque, and above that is his childhood home. John Eccles, born on the 20th of March, 1823, died on the 24th of May, 1869, fought in the First Battle of Bull Run, or the Battle of the First Manassas, the Shenandoah, or Jackson's Valley campaign of 1852, the Battle of Troop Mountain, the Battle of New Market, and the Siege of Petersburg. He was a member of the Virginia House of Delegates. He helped select the members of the Committee of the Nine, and was the president of the Stoughton National Valley Bank. Next is Matthew Duncan Ector, born the 28th of February, 1822, died on the 29th of October, 1879. Born in the American Civil War, buried in Greenwood Cemetery. He was elected as Senate to the Texan House of Representatives. He commanded the 14th Texan Cavalry and the Ector's Brigade. To the right of all that information is his statue. Okay. Next is Stephen Elliott Jr., born on the 26th of October, 1830, died on the 21st of February, 1866. He fought in the Battle of Port Royal, the Second Battle of the Pocotaligo Bridge, or Pocotaligo by itself, or the Battle of Yemassee, or Yemassee Bridge. The Battle of the Wilderness, the Siege of Petersburg, and the Battle of the Crater, and the Battle of Bentonville. He was a large plantation owner. He was a preacher to black people, and was buried in St. Helena's Episcopal Churchyard. Arnold L.J. Jones Jr., yes, we're already in J. It was quick. Yeah, it was actually quick. He was born on the 18th of December, 1816. He died on the 21st of February, 1871. He fought in the Seminole Wars, or Florida Wars, was the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. He was buried in Greenmount Cemetery. He had a small farm, and was a major general. Clement Ansel Evans, born on the 25th of February, 1853, died on the 2nd of July, 1911. He fought the 7-day battles, or campaign, the Second Battle of Bull Run, or the Battle of the Second Manassas, the Battle of Antietam, or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Gettysburg, the Battle of the Wilderness, the Battle of Monocacy Junction, the Battle of Petersburg, and the Appomattox campaign. He was an influential Methodist minister. He authored Military History of Georgia. He co-wrote the Confederacy military history. Above that information is his grave. Our next person we are going into is Nathan George Evans, born on the 3rd of February 1824. He died on the 23rd of November 1878. Fought in the First Battle of Bull Run, or the Battle of the First Manassas, Battle of Ball's Bluff, or Leesburg, or Harrison Island, the First Battle, or just the Battle of Secessionville, or the First Battle of James Island, and the Second Battle of Bull Run, or the Battle of the Second Manassas, the Battle of South Mountain, or the Battle of Boonesboro Gap, the Battle of Antietam, or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Kingston, and the Vicksburg Campaign. His nickname was Shanks Evan. He became the high school principal in Cokesbury. He is buried in Tabernacle Cemetery. Richard Stoddard Ewell, born on the 8th of February. Wait. Oh. I think his full name was Arnold Elmsley Jones, but he was still classed as an E. Wikipedia needs to fix that. So we are still on E's. Robert Stoddard Ewell, born on the 8th of February 1817. He died on the 25th of January 1872. Fought in the Mexican-American War and the Chiricahua War, which was a part of the Apache Wars. Was a bunch of conflicts into itself. The American Civil War. He fought in the battles of Contreras or Padina, the Battle of Churubusco, the Bonesville Expedition, the First Battle of Bull Run or the Battle of the First Manassas, the Shenandoah or Jackson Valley Campaign of 1862, the Second 7 Days Battles or Campaign, the Second Battle of Bull Run or Second Manassas, the Second Battle of Winchester, the Battle of Gettysburg, the Battle of the Wilderness, the Battle of Scotty's Hill, Fort House, and the Battle of Sailor's Creek. He was author of The Making of a Soldier. He was president of the Columbia Females Academy Board of Trustees, even though he wasn't female. Anyway, above in the top right is Malvern's Hill, one of the battle places. To the left of his image is his house, and left of that is some random dead Confederate. James Fleming Fagan, born on the 1st of March 1828, and died on the 1st of September 1893. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Buena Vista, Land, and Strua, the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, the First Battle or Siege of Corinth, the Battle of Helena, the Battle of the Little Rock Campaign, the Battle of or Action at Marks Mill, the Battle of Fort Davidson or Pilot's Knob, the Battle of Mine Creek or Little Osage, the commander of a Joseph Brooks militia force during the so-called Brooks-Baxter War. Brooks was the Democratic governor who was pro-South during Reconstruction. Could also be classed as a civil war in Arkansas between two claimants of the title of Governor of Arkansas, both of which did gain political office afterwards. I think Joseph Brooks was the one who gained the postmaster's office. Could be wrong about that front. One was a carpetbagger, the other was the pro-South Southern Redeemer, basically, or at least very pro-South. Democrat, basically, a Southern Democrat. But anyway, the tangent aside, he was also a member of the Arkansas Senate. Winfred Scott Featherston. Finally, we're actually on F, not on J. That would actually be weird now that I'm thinking about it. I haven't done the J part yet, but anyway. Born on the 8th of August 1820, he died on the 28th of May 1891. Following first battle of Bull Run, the battle of the First Manassas, the battle of Ball's Bluff or Leesburg or Harrison Island, the Peninsula Campaign, the second battle of Bull Run or the battle of the Second Manassas, the battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the battle of Fredericksburg, the Vicksburg Campaign, the Atlanta Campaign, and the Carolinas Campaign. He was a member of the U.S. House of Representatives for Mississippi. His nickname was Old Sweat, and he was a circuit court judge. Above his name is a statue, and to the right of that is his monument. Samuel Wragg Ferguson was born on the 3rd of November 1834, died on the 3rd of February 1917. He fought in the Utah War, which has a bunch of names. I went over them in the Union video. Watch that if you will. But this is a simplification of it, and the American Civil War. They fought in the battles of Fort Sumter or attack or fall of Fort Sumter, the first battle of Bull Run or the first Manassas, the Mississippi River campaigns, the battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, first battle or siege of Corinth, the Meridian campaign or expedition, the Atlanta campaign, Sherman's march to the sea, or the Savannah campaign, and the Carolinas campaign. He was a member of the Mississippi River Commission and was buried in Greenwood Cemetery. Charles William Field, born the 6th of April 1828, died on the 9th of April 1892, fought in the Shenandoah or Jackson's Valley Campaign of 1862, the Peninsula Campaign of the Second Battle of Bull Run, Battle of the Second Manassas, Grant's Overland or Wilderness Campaign, Battle of Cold Harbor, the Siege of Petersburg, the Second Battle of Deep Bottom, also known as the Battle of Russell's Mill, New Market Road, or Bailey's Creek, Charles City Road, or White's Tavern. Was a member of the Maryland Club, was a civil engineer. He was a superintendent of Hot Springs Reservation. Joseph Finnegan, depending on how many N's are in his name, it's either one or two, was born on the 17th of November 1814, died on the 26th of October 1885. He fought in the Battle of Uluchi or Ocean Pond. He was a member of the Committee of Vigilance and Safety of Jacksonville. He had built his family a 40-room mansion in Fernandina. He commanded the Florida Brigade. To the right of his name is his grave. Jesse Johnson of Finley, born the 18th of November 1812, born the 6th of November 1904, born the Confederate Heartland Offensive or the Kentucky Campaign, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Battle of Missionary Ridge or Chattanooga, the Battle of Resaca, and the Battle of Jonesboro. He presided over the state as judge. of the state of Florida versus Simon A. Slave. He was the he was also mayor of Memphis and presidential elector for the Whig Party. The court case, the state of Florida versus Simon a Slave, is a unique one into itself. It basically says you can't make a slave say they commit a crime, in the state of Florida at least. But read about it yourself. I'm pretty sure I'm misremembering it because of how many people I have to remember about. People, sorry. But it was something about a murder, no murder, arson. And so, yeah, something about forcing a slave to ask to say that he committed a. So if I remember what the court case was about exactly, a pharmacist was burnt down, and the mayor of, I think it was in Memphis, basically said to this random slave that was working there, "We will commute your sentence, or at least diminish it, if you agree to to basically go to jail." So the slave in court said he did it, but due to the fact of other witnesses basically saying on the different location of where he was, the court said that you can't use him as a witness because I don't entirely remember. It's something about can't you. Basically, the court said, well, the judge, said that you can't make a slave admit for committing a crime on the condition they get a commuted sentence. I believe that, if that's what I remember, is about what the court case was about. So, yeah, moving on. Joe Buchanan Floyd, born the 1st of June 1806. I forgot to put a tag, but the image above his image and to the right of his name is him and the cabinet of Buchanan's government, President Buchanan's government. He fought in the battles of Custer's, or just Cross Lane, or Battle of Kessler's Cross Lane, the Battle of Halifax Ferry, and the Battle of Fort Donelson. He fought the Abington Democrats from Leonidas Bar. Oh no, he brought the Abington Democrat from Leonidas Bar. It was a newspaper. Leonidas Bar was just the owner of it. He was governor of Virginia and was U.S. Secretary of War. John Lawrence Forney, born the 12th of August 1829, died on the 13th of September 1902, won the first battle of Bull Run, or First Manassas, and the siege of Vicksburg. He was a father, he was a civil engineer, and he was buried in city cemetery. To the right above that knowledge is his statue. William Henry Forney was born the 9th of November 1823. He died on the 16th of January 1894. He fought in the American Civil War. He was a member of the Gettysburg Battlefield Commission. He was a trustee of the University of Alabama. He was the older brother of the previous guy, Confederate Major General John Lawrence Forney, which was the previous guy, if I am correct, which it was. Now to a probably more famous character, Nathan Bedford Forrest, born on 13th of July 1821, died on the 29th of October 1877. Born the Battle of Fort Donelson, the Battle of Shiloh, or Pittsburgh Landing, the First Battle of Murfreesboro, the Straits Raid, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Battle of Fort Pillow, or Fort Pillow's Massacre, the Battle of Bryce Crossroads, or Tishomingo Creek, or Guntown, the Battle of Tupelo, or Harrisburg, the Second Battle of Memphis, the Third Battle of Murfreesboro, or the Battle of the Cedars, or the Battle of Wilkinson Pike, the Battle of Nashville, and Wilson's Raid. He was the first Grand Wizard of the first Ku Klux Klan. Yes, first Ku Klux Klan. There were three. The first one lasted from 1965, sometime after the war, till 1972. I think it was 69. No, it was 4 years, 68. Before Nathan Bedford Forrest disbanded it because it was too unorganized, his words. The second one came to existing in 1915 till 1944, I believe it was, 44, believing in Anglo-Saxonism, believing that the original Ku Klux Klan was a member of were Anglo-Saxons, and that Northern Americans were Normans. It was his own thing. But still. And the third one is the one everyone knows. It's commonly used that because that's the most common one. Anyway, I've already done that. He was the president of the Marion and Memphis Railroad, and he ran an 800-acre farm on President's Island. Below all that knowledge and slightly to the left is him and his brothers. The images. To the right of that is a slave market advert made by him, counting he was a owner of a slave market. To the right of that, and a bit to the north, is his family farm. Slightly below that, in the bottom right, is the back of a card, and above that is, in the red square, was 87 and 89 Adams Street, which was the region where he sold his slaves at, if you wanted to know. Anyway, John Wesley Fraser was born on the 9th of January 1827, died on the 16th of March 1906. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War. His brother was Charles W. Fraser. He operated a plantation. He was a businessman. Below his image is the region where he surrendered, in Kentucky. Samuel Gibbs French, born on the 22nd of November 1818, died on the 20th of April 1910. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Palo Alto, the Battle of Resaca de la Palma, the Battle of Monterrey, the Battle of Buena Vista La Escura, BC, or Battle of Suffolk, the Battle of Hills Point, the Atlanta Campaign, the Battle of Kennesaw Mountain, or the Franklin, Nashville, or Hoods, Tennessee Campaign, the Battle of Atlantuna, or the Battle of Atlantuna Pass, the Second Battle of Tilton, and the Battle of Franklin. He was a divisional commander of the Army of Tennessee. He published two wars, and autobiography of General Samuel J. French, an officer of the armies of the United States and the Confederate States, a graduate from the U.S. Military Academy, West Point, 1843. Come back here. Above his name is his grave, and to the After that is his swords. Now I'm done. Oh wait, below that is his house. Now I'm done. Supposedly there was a riot at his house once he switched sides. So yeah. Daniel Marsh Frost was born the 9th of August 1823. Died on the 29th of October 1900. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the Indian Wars, and the American Civil War. He fought in the Battle of Cerro Gordo or Sierra Gordo, the Camp Jackson Affair or Camp Jackson Massacre, Battle of Pea Ridge or Elkhorn Tavern, the Battle of Prairie Grove. He led the Minuteman Paramilitary Organization, or the MVM, during the Camp Jackson Affair or Massacre. He became a farmer of his land near St. Louis. Burkett Davenport Fry, born on the 24th of June 1822, died on the 21st of January 1891. Fought in the Mexican-American War, the Filibuster War, or the Walker Affair, or the National Campaign of 1856 and 1857. Basically, when William Walker invaded Nicaragua that time. So yeah. And the American Civil War. The battles he fought were the Peninsula Campaign and the Battle of Seven Pines or Frederick Station, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, the Siege of Petersburg, and the Battle of Meadows Bridge or Bridges, or the Battle of Richmond Heights. He married Martha McCow, who was the president of a cotton mill. Richard Montgomery Gano, yes, we're on G. He was born on the 13th of June 1830. He died on the 27th of March 1813. He fought in the American Civil War. He was ordained as a minister. He was director of the National Bank of Merchants and the Director of Bankers and Merchants National Bank. He formed the Estado Land and Cattle Company. Franklin Kitchell Garner, born on the 29th of January 1823, died on the 29th of April 1873. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the Utah War, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Monterey, the Siege of Veracruz, the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Marina del Rey, the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, the Battle for Kentucky or Battle of Perrysville or Chaplain's Hill, and the Siege of Port Hudson. His achievement was holding out for 47 days and inflicting severe losses on the enemy before surrendering whilst being greatly outnumbered. That was in the Siege of Port Hudson, a unique feat for all. He commanded the District of the Gulf. William Montgomery Gardner, born the 8th of June 1824, died on the 16th of June 1901. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He was buried in Elmwood Cemetery. He graduated from the United States Military Academy. He commanded the 8th Georgia Infantry. He was Samuel Garland Jr., born on the 16th of December 1830, died on the 14th of September 1862. For the First Battle of Bull Run, or the Battle of First Manassas, the Battle of Drainesville, the Battle of Williamsburg, or Fort Magruder, the 7 Days Battles, or Campaign, the Second Battle of Bull Run, or Battle of Second Manassas, the Battle of Oak Grove, or French's Field, or the King's Schoolhouse, the Battle of Beaver Dam, Creek, or the Battle of Mechanicsville, or the Battle of Elmansville, the Battle of Seven Pines, or Frederick Station, the Battle of Gaines Mill, or Chickahominy River, Val, South Mountain, or Moonsboro Gap. He was a member of the Virginia Military Institute. He helped organize the Lynchburg Home Guard. He was an American attorney. To the right of all that information is his grave, and above that, to the right, is his house. Richard Brooke Garnett, born on the 25th of November 1817, died on the 3rd of July 1863, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He fought in the Shenandoah or Jackson Valley Campaign of 1862, the First Battle of Kernstone, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Gettysburg, and the Pickett Charge. He commanded Fort Loraine. He is buried in Hollywood Cemetery. To the top right is an image of his brother, and then not in the top right, top left. In the top right is the battle map of Pickett's Charge. Below that and to the left is his grave. In the top left is the image of his brother. Robert Selden Garnett, his brother, was born on the 16th of December 1819, born on the 13th of January 1860, died on the 13th of July 1861. He was born on the 16th of December 1819. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the Indian Wars, the Seminole Wars, or Florida Wars, the Yakima, or Yakima Indian, or the Plateau Wars, and the American Civil War. The battles following were the Battle of Monterey, the Battle of Buena Vista Land and Stir, the Battle of Rich Mountain, and the Battle of Correct Ford. He was an assistant tactic instructor at West Point, and he was an Army recruiter. Above all that information in the right, so in the top right, is his grave. Isham Warren Garrett, born in 1816, we do not know the date or month. He died on the 17th of June 1863. He fought in the siege of Vicksburg. He commanded the 20th Alabama Infantry Regiment. He was a colonel. He graduated from the University of North Carolina, at Chapel Hill. So the right of all that information is his bust, statue basically. Lucius Jeremiah Gartle was born the 7th of January 1821, died on the 7th of April 1891. Damn, those dates are really similar. He fought in the American Civil War. He was a member of the Confederate House of Representatives for Georgia. He was an American lawyer. He elected to Georgia's House of Representatives. I said those days are similar because both years end in 1, and both days are on the 7th. Martin Witherspoon Gary, born the 25th of March 1851, died on the 9th of April 1881. He participated in the Great Biscuit Rebellion, later being a part of the Eggnog Riot, I believe. Don't entirely remember. He joined the Hamptons Legion. He worked with white paramilitary groups such as the white paramilitary groups, rifle clubs, and the Red Shirts. Where the Red Shirts are, I don't know. To the right of all information and below the images of him is him and other Confederate generals. Richard Caswell Gatlin, born on the 18th of January 1809, died on the 8th of September 1869, 96. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the Seminole Wars or Florida Wars, the Utah War, and the American Civil War. His wife was Mary Ann Gibson Gatlin. He commanded the Department for North Carolina. He was a brigadier general. Samuel Jameson Golson, born on the 19th of May 1808, died on the 16th of October 1883. He fought in the American Civil War, was a judge for the United States District Court for Northern District of Mississippi. He was the Speaker of the Mississippi House of Representatives. He was a member of the Mississippi House of Representatives. Randall Lee Gibson, born on the 10th of September 1832, died on the 15th of December 1892, fought in the American Civil War, was a regent into the Smithsonian Institute. He was president of the Board of Administrators of Tullahoma University. He promoted the creation of the United States House Committee on the Mississippi Levees. Jeremiah Francis Gilmer was born on the 23rd of February 1818, died on the 1st of December 1883. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles before him were the Battle of Shiloh, Pittsburgh Landing, and the Atlanta Campaign. He was president of the Savannah Gas Company and was director and engineer of the Georgia Central Railroad. Victor Jean Baptiste Girardi, born on the 26th of June 1837. He died on the 16th of August 1864. He fought in the American Civil War. He commanded the Wright Brigade. He was buried in Magnolia Cemetery. He was a brigadier general. State Rights Gist. Yes, that was his actual name. Born the 3rd of September 1831, died on the 30th of November 1864. He fought in the Battle of Jackson, the First Battle of James Island, or the Battle of Secessionville, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Battle of Chattanooga, the Battle of the Chattanooga Campaign, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Atlanta Campaign, and the Battle of Franklin. He was aide-de-camp to Governor James Hopkins Adams. He is buried in Trinity Episcopal Churchyard. He was named after the Southern states' rights doctrine of nullification. To the right of all that image is his statue. Andley Hogan Gladden, born on the 28th of September 1810, he died on the 12th of April 1862. He fought in the Second Seminole or Florida War, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought were the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Mexico City, the Siege of Pensacola Bay, and the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing. His nickname was the Bengal Tiger. He was buried in Magnolia Cemetery. Next, it is Archibald Campton Godwell, born on the 38th, born in 1831. We do not know the exact date. He died on the 19th of September 1864. He fought in the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, and the Battle of Gettysburg, and the Third Battle of Winchester or Oak Creek. He built the Geysir Resort Hotel in the image of that is to the right. He was elected Justice of the Peace, and he was on the board of directors of the Geyser Road Committee. James Monroe Goggins, born on the 23rd of October 1820, died on the 10th of October 1889. He fought in the Peninsula War, the Peninsula Campaign, sorry. The Battle of Fort Sanders, the Battle of Cedar Creek, or Battle of Belle Grove, the Shenandoah Valley Campaign of 1864, the Battle of Sailors Creek, and the Battle of Appomattox the Appomattox Campaign, no battle of. He established the mail routes. He was a cotton broker. He was buried in Oakwood Cemetery. George Washington Gordon, born on the 5th of October, 1836. He died on the 9th of August, 1911. He fought in the American Civil War. He was the Ku Klux Klan's first Grand Dragon of the realm of Tennessee. I do not entirely know what that really means, other than him being a leader of a local group. He worked on the Nashville and Northwestern Railway. He commanded the 11th Tennessee Infantry Regiment and Vaughan Brigade. James Byron Gordon was born the 2nd of November 1822. He died on the 18th of May 1864. He fought in the Battle of Meadow Bridges, or Richmond Heights. He became a successful mercantile businessman. He spent one term in the North Carolina State Legislature. He commanded the 1st North Carolina Cavalry Regiment and the North Carolina Cavalry Brigade. John Brown Gordon, born the 6th of February 1832, died on the 9th of February 1904. He fought in the First Battle of Bull Run, or Battle of First Manassas, the 7 Days Battles, or 7 Days Campaign, the Battle of Malvern Hill, or Poindexter's Farm, Maryland, or Antietam Campaign, the Battle of Antietam, or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Shepherdstown, or Bolter's Ford, Gettysburg Campaign, the Battle of Gettysburg, Grant's Overland Campaign, or the Wilderness Campaign, the Battle of the Wilderness, the Battle of Spartanburg Courthouse, the Battle of Cold Harbor, the Shenandoah Valley Campaign in 1864, or the Battle of Lynchburg, the Battle of Monocacy Junction, the Battle of Fort Stevens, the Battle of Cool Springs, or Castleman's Ferry, the Island Ford, Parker's Ford, or Snickers Ferry. Trying to look away from the screen because I'm supposed to keep eye distance. That's the thing I'm still doing. Sorry, yes, I'm breaking so much. As meaning when I say something and I stop, when I'm saying something really slowly, I'm very sorry about that. Snickers Ferry, that's what I say. God, I'm thirsty. Pepsi Max. They're very maxing. Anyway. What was it? Oh yes, after Third Battle of Winchester, or Oakland Creek, the Battle of Fisher Hill, the Battle of Cedar Creek, or Belle Grove, the Siege of Petersburg, the Battle of Fort Stedman, or Hares Hill, the Appomattox Campaign, and the Battle of Appomattox Courthouse. He owned one slave, a 14-year-old girl. He invested in a series of coal mines in Tennessee and Georgia. He had 6 kids. Below his image in the top right, so in the bottom right, is a statue. To the left of that is the news about his singular slave. I think it says its name as being Salina. And above that, in the middle between the two, who is his wife. Joshua Gorgas, born on the 1st of July 1818, he died on the 15th of May 1883. He fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War. He purchased an interest in the Breafield Furnace in Bibbs County. He established the University of the South. He was president of the University of Alabama. Daniel Chevrolet Govan, that's how it's pronounced, was born the 4th of July 1829. Still got some blocked up, it seems. Yep. Died on the 12th of March 1911. A lot of people died in 1911. Jesus Christ. Fought in the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, the Battle for Kentucky or the Battle of Perrysville or Chaplain's Hill, the Battle of Stones River or the Second Battle of Murfreesboro, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Battle of Mystery Ridge or Chattanooga, the Battle of Ringgold Gap, the Battle of Pickett's Mill, the Battle of Jonesboro, and the Battle of Nashville. He was Deputy Sheriff of Sacramento. He had 14 children. He was an Indian agent at the Tulalip Agency. Archibald Gracie III, born the 1st of December 1832, died on the 2nd of December 1864. So he was 32. Ironic that he was born in 1832 and he died at the age of 32. Fought in the siege of, or Battle of Yorktown, the battle for Kentucky or Perrysville, or Battle of Perrysville or Chaplain's Hill, the Tullahoma or Middle Tennessee Campaign, Battle of Chickamauga, Battle of Beans Station, and the Siege of Petersburg. He was friends with Wharton Jackson Greene. We will get to him eventually. He was a brigadier general and had 2 kids. Above his name is his family graveyard. To the right of that is his image. To the right of that is his grave, specifically the one that's fallen down. Hiram Bronson Granbury, born on the... Wait. I think we've actually been past him. Damn. Did we go past him? Okay, so we'll be in G. That's all the Gordons. My god, there's a lot of Gordons. Think about it. Godwin. GL. GI. GI. GIO. GI. GH. No, there's no green on here. Sorry for wasting this small tangent. The next guy is Hiram Bronson Granbury, born the 1st of March 1831, died on the 30th of November 1864. Fought in the Battle of Raymond, the Battle of Jackson, the Chattanooga Campaign, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Battle of Missouri Ridge or Chattanooga, the Battle of Ringgold Gap, and the Battle of Franklin. He was admitted to the Bar Association. He was secretary of Waco Masonic Lodge number 92, was son of a Baptist minister. Henry Gray Jr., born the 19th of January 1816, died on the 11th of December 1892 following the American Civil War, was a member of the Louisiana State Senate. He was a Confederate congressman. He bought 332 acres, or for me, 1.34 kilometers squared. The 2 seems to not have worked. Of land. Even though I do still say acres as well. Oh, it's mostly kilometers squared. in Bienville Parish, Louisiana. John Breckinridge Grayson, born the 18th of October 1806, died on the 21st of October 1861. He fought in the Second Seminole or Florida War, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. He fought in the skirmish of Camp Izard and the action of Olocalica, the siege of Veracruz, the Battle of Cerro or Sierra Gorda, the Battle of Contreras of Pandera, the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Molino del Rey, and the Battle of Chapultepec, and the Battle of Mexico City. His cousin was John Campbell Breckinridge. We did him in the last video. Watch that part 1 of part 2. He became the chief of commissariats, which is different than the German one. That would be Minister of the East, which is his own German name. We haven't went through it. Whether I think that it was before Grayson. We're doing Green. Green is after Grayson. I'm sorry for my own silliness. Martin Edward Green, born on the 3rd of June 1815, died on the 27th of June 1863. He fought in the Battle of Athens, or the first Battle of Lexington, or the Battle of the Hemp Bales, the Battle of Pea Ridge, or Elkhorn Tavern, the Battle of Iuka, the second Battle of Corinth, the Battle of Champions Hill, or Baker's Creek, and the Siege of Vicksburg. He was a prominent Democrat and judge of Lewis County Court. He was a key organizer of the Missouri State Guard and was a brigadier general. To the left of all that information is his plaque. Thomas Tom Green was born the 8th of June 1814, died on the 12th of April 1894. He fought in the Texan Revolution, the Somerville or Meyer Expedition, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. He fought in the battles of San Jacinto, the Battle of Valverde Ford, the Battle of Bayou Bordeaux or Grand Coteau, or Boggy Creek or Carrion Crow Bayou, the Red River Campaign or Expedition, the Battle of Pleasant Hill, and the Battle of Blair's Ending. The Somerville Expedition or the Miles Expedition was another filibustering attempt by a different group of people. If I remember correctly, it was trying to take over Cuba. I may be wrong about that fact. I don't really entirely remember it. But he was a part of that expedition. He commanded the 5th Texan Mounted Rifles and the Union Naval Commander David Dixon Porter paid tribute to Green. So that was interesting. Yeah, I don't think he's in here. Okay, we're going to Greer. I'm pretty sure Wharton Green isn't here. Anyway, Elkanah Bracken or Bracken, spelled with E, depending on how you want to spell it. Greer was born on the 11th of October 1825, died on the 25th of March 1877, born in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought were the Battle of Wilson's Creek or Oak Hill, the Battle of Pea Ridge or Elkhorn Tavern, and the first battle or siege of Corinth. He was a planter and a merchant. He commanded the Greer Brigade. To the right of all that knowledge is his grave. John Gregg, born the 28th of September 1828, died on the 7th of October 1864. He fought in the Battle of Fort Donelson and the Battle of Raymond, the Battle of Jackson, the Battle of Chickamauga, the Battle of Wilderness, the Battle of Spartanburg Courthouse, the Battle of Cold Harbor, and the Siege of Petersburg. He was deputy from Texas for the Presidential Congress of the Confederate States. He commanded the Texas Brigade. He was a brigadier general. To the right of his name is a statue. Maxie Gregg, born on the 1st of August 1814, died on the 15th of December 1862, fought fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle or Fall of or Attack on Fort Sumner, the Second Battle of Bull Run or the Battle of the Second Manassas, the 7 Days Battle or Campaign, Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, and the Battle of Fredericksburg. He was a member of the 1806 Convention which determined the secession of South Carolina, and he was a lifelong bachelor. Richard Griffith, born on the 11th of January 1814, he died on the 29th of June 1862. Right. Was the guy from Family Guy called Richard Griffin? If so, this is his real-world counterpart, or an older version of him. So, I could be wrong, but it seems like that. Anyway, he fought in the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War. He fought in the Tennessee Campaign specifically. He was a member of the Mississippi Militia. He was state treasurer of Mississippi. In the top right is his grave, and on the opposite side, in the top left, is his family. Brian Grimes, born the 2nd of November 1826, died on the 14th of August 1880, for the First Battle of Bull Run or the Battle of First Manassas, the Battle of Seven Pines or Fair Oak Station, the Peninsula Campaign, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsburg, the Gettysburg Campaign, Grant's Overland or Wilderness Campaign, the Shenandoah Valley Campaign of 1864, Siege of Petersburg, and the Appomattox Campaign. He was assassinated by William Parker, some random guy. He was trustee of the University of North Carolina. He was buried in the family cemetery. John Hagoon, yes, we're on H. Let's not give them all some hate. Let's not. Both of these guys are alright. Anyway, he was born on the 21st of February 1829, died on the 4th of January 1898. He was fought in the Battle or Fall or Attack of Fort Sumner, the North Virginia or Second Bull Run or Second Manassas Campaign. This is the Second Battle of Bull Run or Battle of Second Manassas. The Second Battle or Salton on Fort Wagner or Morris Island. Grant's Overland or Wilderness Campaign. The Battle of Drury Bluff or Fort Darling or Fort Drury. Battle of Cold Harbor, the Richmond-Petersburg Campaign, the Wilmington Campaigns, and the Battle of Wilmington. He was governor of South Carolina. He was admitted to a bar. I think that was my nose. Yeah, that's my nose. Yep. Air balls in my nose. My god. He was Comptroller General of South Carolina. Wade Hampton III, born on the 28th of March 1818, died on the 11th of April 1902, fought in the American Civil War, was a proponent of the Lost Cause and Confederacy movement. He supported Matthew Calbright's Butler in the Union Reform Campaign of 1870. He was a hereditary member of the South Carolina Society of Cincinnati. To the left for that knowledge is his statue, and above his name is his birthplace, and in the right of that is him in Fort Sumner. Roger Reitman Hanson was born on the 27th of August 1827, died on the 4th of January 1863, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, fought in the Battle of Sierra Gorda, the Battle of Fort Donelson, and the Second Battle of Murfreesboro, or the Battle of Stone River. His nickname was Old Flintlock. He commanded the 2nd Kentucky Infantry Regiment and the Orphan Brigade. William Joseph Hardy, born the 12th of October 1815, died on the 6th of November 1873, following the Second Seminole War or Florida War, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Fortin Affair, or skirmish, or defeat, or ambush. So the skirmish, the Fortin defeat, or the Fortin ambush, or the skirmish at or the affair at Rancho Carrico, has many names. The Battle of Monterrey, the Siege of Veracruz, the Battle of Mexico City, the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, the Battle of Kentucky, the Battle of Perrysville or Chaplain's Hill, the Second Battle of Murfreesboro or the Battle of Stone River, Chattanooga Campaign, the Battle of Peachtree Creek, the Battle of Atlanta, the Battle of Averysburg, and the Battle of Bentonville. He published Rifles and Light Infantry Tactics for Exercise and Maneuvers of Troops when acting as light infantry or riflemen, commonly known as Hardy's Tactics. He also was co-author of The Irish in America. Below to the right of his name is his mansion, and below and to the right, in the bottom right of his information, is the flag of the 6th and 7th Arkansas Infantry Regiment. William Polk Hardeman, born on the 4th of November 1816, died on the 8th of April 1898, born into the Texan Revolution, the Mexican-American War, and the American Civil War. He was a planter, he was superintendent of the public buildings and grounds at Austin, Texas. He was inspector of railroads. Nathaniel Harrison Harris, born the 22nd of August 1834, died on the 23rd of August in 1900. He fought in the American Civil War. His brother was J.W.N. Harris. We may see him later on, maybe. Who knows? He became president of the Mississippi Valley and Ship Island Railroad. He was a successful businessman and partner to mining engineer Johns Hay Hammond. We may see him later. George Paul Harrison Jr., born on the 19th of March 1841, died on the 17th of July 1922, forgot to put a tag for the image on the right, which I believe was his wife. Fought in the Battle of Bentonville. He was a U.S. representative from Alabama. He was president of the Alabama Senate. He was a general counsel for the Western Railroad of Alabama and as a division counsel for the Central of Georgia's Railway. Sorry, I need to. Moving on. James Edward Harrison was born on the 24th of April 1815. He died on the 23rd of February 1835. Fought in the American Civil War. He was a member of the Texas Secession Convention. He was a prominent member of the Waco, Texas community. He was a trustee on the Baylor University. Thomas Harrison, born on the 1st of May 1823. Pretty sure we're not going to see any of the people I thought we were going to see. That's a reference in the previous parts, like J.W.M. Harris. Died on the 14th of July 1891. Fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. Was a district judge on Waco. He was an anti-Reconstruction Democrat. Commanded the 8th Cavalry Regiment and the Harrison's Cavalry Regiment. Robert Hopkins Hatton, born the 2nd of November 1826, born the 21st of May 1862. So he died on the 31st of May 1862, born the 2nd of November 1826, fought in the Peninsular Campaign and the Battle of Seven Pines or Fair Oaks Station. He was chairman of the Committee of Expenditures in the Department of the Navy. He was a member of the Opposition Party, which was an actual American party, the Whig Party. He was a lawyer, and above his name is his grave. James Morris Hayes, born the 7th of January 1824, died on the 22nd of November 1889, fought in the Utah War and the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He fought in the Siege of Veracruz, the Battle of Contreras or Panera, the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Molina del Rey, the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, the Siege of Vicksburg, and the Battle of Milken Bend. He became a hardware merchant. He became known for decorating Confederate graves on Confederate Memorial Day. To the right of the image is the 1850 census. Alexander Travis Horton, born on the 10th of January 1825, died on the 31st of May 1899. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing, the Battle of Kentucky or the Battle of Chancellorsville or Battle of Chapel's Hill, the Battle of Perry Grove, the Battle of Helena, the Little Rock Campaign, the Battle of Mansfield or Sabina Crossroad, the Battle of Pleasant Hill, and the Battle of Engagement at Jenkins Ferry. He was ordained a minister of the Baptist Church. He traveled extensively in Brazil. Harry Thompson Hayes, we said we were going to see him, and now we have. Born the 14th of April 1820. He died on the 21st of August 1876. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He was referenced previously as a friend to someone, I believe. He was fought in the battles of the first Battle of Bull Run or the first Manassas, Battle of Port Republic, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, and the Battle of the Wilderness, and the Battle of Spottsylvania Courthouse. He commanded the Louisiana Tiger Brigade. He was a member of the Boston Club, the Pickwick Club, and the Freemasons. Louis Hebert, born on the 13th of March 1820, died on the 20th of January 1901. He fought in the Battle of Wilson's Creek or Oaks Hill, the Battle of Pea Ridge or Elkhorn Tavern, the Battle of Euchre, the Second Battle of Corinth, and the Siege of Vicksburg. He was editor and publisher of the local St. Martin's Parish newspaper of Iberville South. He taught at several private schools and he was a state militia officer. To the right of his image is its plaque. Paul Octave Hebert, born on the 12th of December 1818, died on the 29th of August 1880, fought on the Mexican-American War, the American Civil War. The battles fought in were the Battle of Contreras or the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Contreras or Padena, the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Montello Rey, the Battle of Chapultepec, and the Battle of Mexico City, the Siege of Vicksburg, and the Battle of Milton Bend. He was governor of Louisiana. He opposed the Louisiana Custom House Republican faction. Don't know what the Custom House faction of Republican Party in Louisiana was. Benjamin Hardin Helm, born on the 2nd of June 1831, died on the 21st of September 1863, fought in the American Civil War, was elected to the House of Representatives of Kentucky. He studied law at the University of Louisville and Harvard University. He was Assistant Inspector General of the Kentucky State Guard, and in the middle between his two images is his statue, which are below his name. Henry Heth, born on the 16th of December 1825. He died on the 27th of September 1889. He fought in the American Civil War and in the Indian Wars. He fought in the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, and the Siege of Petersburg. He was portrayed by Warren Burton in the 1993 film Gettysburg. His cousin was George Edward Pickett. To the left of his name is an illustration of Confederate soldiers. Edward Higgins, born in 1821, died on the 31st of January 1875. He fought in the Mexican-American War, American Civil War. He was an agent for the Pacific Mail Steamship Company. He commanded the 21st Louisiana Infantry Regiment, and the Higgins Brigade. He was a steamship agent. To the left of his image is his plaque, and below that is the memorial bench. Now to Ambrose Powell Hill, on the 9th of November 1825, died on the 2nd of April 1865, fought in the Mexican-American War, the Seminole Wars or Florida Wars, and the American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the First Battle of Bull Run, the First Manassas, the Peninsula Campaign, the 7-Day Battles or Campaign, the Battle of Cedar or Slaughter Mountain or Cedar Run, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Gettysburg, the Battle of Brimstone Station, the Battle of Mine Run or Payne Farm or New Hope Church, the Battle of the Wilderness, the Battle of North Anna or Telegraph Road Bridge, Jericho Mill, Oxford, Quarles Mill or Hanover Station, Battle of Cold Harbor, Siege of Petersburg, and the third battle or fall of or breakthrough at Petersburg. The reference as A.P. Hill, nicknamed Little Powell. Below all that information is the marker of his death. To the right of that is his plaque, and above that is his memorial. Benjamin Jefferson Hill, born on the 13th of June 1825, died on the 5th of January 1880, fought in the Mexican-American War, resident of the McMinnville and Manchester Railroad. He was a merchant and mayor of McMinnville. Daniel Harvey Hill, born the 12th of July 1821, died on the 24th of September 1889, fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, fought in the Battle of Contreras of Padena, the Battle of Churubusco, the Battle of Chapultepec, the Battle of Big Battle of Seven Pines or Fair Oak Station, the Battle, the 7-Day Battles or Campaign, the Battle of South Murray or Boonesboro Gap, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of the Campaign, the Battle of Chickamauga, and the Battle of Bentonville. He was president of North Carolina State College. He edited a magazine called The Land We Love. To the right of all that information is the image of Bloody Lane, which was a mass grave after the Battle of Gettysburg, I believe. It was a mass grave, I don't remember which type of battle it was. I think it was Gettysburg. Anyway, Thomas Carmichael Hindman Jr., born the 28th of January 1828, died on the 20th of September 1828, fought in the Mexican-American War and American Civil War. The battles he fought in were the Battle of Shiloh, Pittsburgh Landing, and the Battle of Perry's Grove, the Battle of Chickamauga, and the Atlanta Campaign. He was assassinated by who we don't know. He was a member of the U.S. House of Representatives for Arkansas. To the right of all that information is the battle map of the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing. Above that, and a bit to the right, is his family home, or an image of it at least. George Beard Hodge, born on the 8th of April 1821, died on the 1st of August 1892. He fought in the Battle of Shiloh or Pittsburgh Landing. He was an orange grower. He admitted to the bar in Newport. He was elected to the Kentucky House of Representatives. Joseph Louis Hogg, born on the 13th of September 1806, died on the 16th of May 1880. 1862. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He was elected to the Texas Senate. He was a brigadier general buried in Corinth. Robert Frederick Hoke, born the 27th of May 1837, died on the 3rd of January 1912, fought in the Battle of Big Bethel, Battle of New Bern, Peninsula Campaign in Northern Virginia, the Second Bull Run or Second Manassas Campaign, the Second Battle of Bull Run or Battle of Second Manassas, the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Chancellorsville, the Battle of Plymouth, the Siege of Petersburg, the Battle of Corinth, Coldwater Harbor, the Carolinas Campaign, the Battle of Bentonville. He was the founder of the Shiners Children's Hospital. He was the principal owner of the iron mine near Chaplain Hill. He was the director of the North Carolina Railroad. Theophilus Hunter Holmes, born on the 13th of November 1804, died on the 21st of June 1818, born on the fought in the Seminole or Florida Wars, the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War. He fought in the Battle of Monterey, the Seven-Day Battles or Campaign, and the Battle of Helena. He was friends and protege of Confederate State President Jefferson Davis. He was commander of the Trans-Mississippi Department. James Thaddeus Holtzclaw, born on the 17th of December 1833, died on the 19th of July 1893, fought in the Battle of Shiloh, Pittsburgh Landing, the Battle of Chattanooga, or the Chattanooga Campaign, the Battle of Missouri Ridge or Chattanooga, the Atlantic Campaign, the Franklin Nashville or Hood, Tennessee Campaign. He was lieutenant of the Montgomery True Blues. He was an Associated State Railroad Commissioner. He was the ground commander of the local chapter of the Freemasons. John Bell Hood, born either the 1st or the 29th of June 1831, we do not know. He died on the 30th of August 1879. He fought in the Indian Wars and the American Civil War, fought in the skirmish at Cedar Lane, the Peninsula Campaign, the Seven-Day Battle Campaign, the Battle of Gaines Mill or Chattanooga River, the Second Battle of Bull Run or the Battle of Second Manassas, the Battle of Antietam or Charlottesville, the Battle of Fredericksburg, the Battle of Gettysburg, the Battle of Chattanooga, the Battle of the Atlantic Campaign, the Frederick Nashville Campaign or the Hood's Tennessee Campaign, based off of him. Here we even have the battle map in the top right. The Battle of Franklin, the Battle of Nashville. He was president of the Life Association of America. His memoir was Advance and Retreat, Personal Experience of the United States and Confederate State Armies. In the top right, as I said, was the battle map of the Franklin Nashville Campaign, and below that is his birthplace. Benjamin Huger, born the 22nd of November 1805. We're getting close to the end, don't worry. Died, let's just say died, so sorry, on the 7th of December 1877. He fought in the Mexican-American War and the American Civil War, was vice president of the Aztec Club of 1847, was a farmer in North Carolina. He commanded Fort Monroe's arsenal. Below the information and slightly to the left was the map of Confederate fortifications. To the right of that is the Norfolk Naval Shipyard. To the bottom right is the Chapultepec Castle. Slightly west of that is the two images of the battle maps of the Battle of Seven Pines. William Young Com Holmes, born the 1st of May 1830, died on the 11th of September 1883, fought in the American Civil War, buried in Elwood Cemetery. He was a teacher, he was a lawyer in Memphis. To the right of all that information is the battle map of the Atlantic Campaign. Benjamin Grub Humphreys, born on the 26th of August 1808, died on the 20th of December 1882, fought in the Battle of Antietam or Sharpsburg, the Battle of Gettysburg, Grass Overland Wilderness Campaign, the Battle of Berrysville, the Siege of Petersburg, and the Potomac Campaign. Participated in the Eggnog Riots that later became, it wasn't the Great Biscuit Riots, it was rebellion, it was the Eggnog Riots I'm thinking of. although he did play a part in that. He was governor of Mississippi. He was a member of the Mississippi Senate. Also, everyone in the Eggnog Riot later became famous Confederate generals or Union generals and politicians. He was born on the 24th of September 1822. He died on the 11th of October 1809. He fought in the American Civil War. He became chairman of the Committee of Revolutionary Pensions of the Committee and the Committee of the District of Columbia. He was chairman of the United Senate Committee to establish a University of the United States. He established a partnership with Jeff Chandler. And that is all. So, I hope you liked watching. This video is it's only an hour and 20 minutes. I thought it would be longer. But anyway, this has been Multi Limited signing out. Hope you have a good day. Hope to see you next time. Hope to see you then, and goodbye. Bye.